Okay, so we are observing this fantastically strong guy that we just played. He's playing against the Yardbird. The Yardbird is playing some kind of what do they call this? Old Indian, something like this. Where black's setup sort of resembles a fielder, and all of a sudden this is starting to look a bit like a Meran for black, but with some differences that I can't really figure out at the blink of an eye. Knight takes d4. So 2696 is ridiculously high rated. You see Yardbird, who is a very experienced grandmaster. I mean, he's not playing much classical chess, but he's been playing Blitz forever, and you know, so he's gonna be among like the second tier of people in the pool. He's not gonna be as good as the young, truly hotshot grandmasters, but he's gonna be in the second tier. Feel like black is doing okay here. He seems quite solid. Goes for this maneuver there. Maybe he missed knight d5. Yeah, instructed that he made a check on h2 first, because usually the king is going to be worse placed on h1. So typical grandmaster move. He wanted to go bishop f4, but first he goes bishop h2. Also couldn't blitz because you win some time, you make the check, and then you can pre-move the bishop back. But now white gets the bishop pair. Bishop g3, yeah, it looks solid. And knight d6 probably coming on the next move. So Yardbird resigns. Closing in on 2700. That probably took him over 2700. Let's see if he plays some more. Might be in the pool. So as you can see, things are not looking good for white here. Maybe the resignation was premature, but knight d6 looked quite dangerous. So okay, it doesn't look like he's playing, so I'll pause the recording, and we'll come back if he keeps playing. Oh. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Let's see what happens. A6. I honestly think this, I mean, he's playing d4. He's playing the Spanish like a certain somebody. I don't know. And 2700 is ridiculously strong. But let's see. I hope he keeps playing. So I'm gonna keep following these games. Let's try to make some commentary here. Black has gotten d5 in. Usually, black is playing d5 as some sort of a gambit in many lines in the Spanish. So getting d5 in is probably useful. You can, okay, we can't take on e4, of course, because of the rook lining up against the queen on the d file. Briefly thought he could, but now the black pawns look quite impressive there. What the fuck happened? Got some sting in my hand. Okay, let's keep a focus on the games, especially if we got MC in the house. So bishop d2. My feeling is black will play c. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably c4. Yeah. Feels more natural. You're kind of clogging up white's bishop and bishops, plural, and securing a little bit of space advantage. Oh, he takes on e4 first. Nice, and then just knight takes c4 probably. b2 is hanging, bishop c1 looks like the move he has to play here. If b3, knight takes d2 and queen takes c3. So bishop c1. Black is already up a pawn. Takes on d1. And yeah, firm control. He might even go for the ending, queen d7. Attacking the knight, so he has to trade queens. And then we can play something like knight c5 if we have to, put the knight on d3. But he plays h5. Okay, playing against the bishop on, the knight on h2. After bishop g5 he took on b2. Now probably knight d3. Maybe queen takes c3. If he's concrete. Okay, he plays knight d3. That was my first instinct. Takes. And I wasn't afraid of this because just pawn takes and there is no mate. And the knight switches into queen c6, threatening mate on d2 himself. And then he will take the bishop. So no weakening of the black structure. He will take the bishop on f6 with a queen. He will have the bishop pair and the protected pass pawn on d3. Netvis, who is an international master, will resign. I will just check him out. Nikola Bortnik will resign in a few seconds. Now he plays queen g5. So he keeps on fighting, but he's just done too much material here. Easy win for our mystery player here. I would play probably e4 here and then activate the rook, go rook c8. But he plays bishop e4, probably intending knight g3, bishop g6. But there's d4. I wouldn't have allowed this activity, but things seem to be under control still. Bishop g6 looks solid. And the pawns will roll eventually. But again, I don't like how black played it, but it's going to be winning nonetheless. King g7. f5. If rook takes d3, then f4 wins a piece. Still wins a piece. Now e4 protecting the pawn. And that's too much. Bishop c5 probably. Just stopping rook g1. This looks fine as well, of course. Attacking f4, but still protecting f5. Watch out, don't take on c3 of course, because knight d5. Black is not going to miss that with this rating. King e6. Protecting d5, threatening, he can play b4 maybe. He just takes on f4 and h6. Okay, I know the pawns will roll, so it took a lot longer than expected, but black is winning here handily. One funny variation is king d5, bishop to e4 checkmate. Okay, bishop e4 checkmate is still threatened. Somehow white is not dead yet, but he will be soon. He's holding on, he's holding on. Well done. Well done, but if this is who I think it is, he's going to be a good bullet player as well. Picks up the piece and most likely will avoid the stalemate. Queen h3 mate or queen h7. So nice win by the mystery GM. Yeah, for comparison, the highest active 3-minute rating right now is 2500. So if I rank 3 Agudeza, I think that shows inactive accounts. So he's number 1 by far. Second is Generalissimus. And third and fourth place are only 25-30. So Generalissimus is, should know that. I think it's Chris. No, that's Krishuk is somebody else. It's Ralph Mamedov. Yeah, he's been a really strong blitz player for a long time, but Agudeza is completely drowning him. So I'm gonna pause like I did before, and I'll come back if and when he keeps playing.